Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunbil Shaddam. In our last episode we declared an ambitious series of holy wars over here for various lands in this area. Or perhaps slightly over-ambitious in hindsight, since it has put us at war with basically the entire Muslim world. But we'll see how this goes anyway. We are gathering our armies together over here, mostly in this area. You guys are on the way through to pretty much the same place. I don't think we want to necessarily stack them all up in the same county, though I think we have enough to, or enough supply limit to do that. At least all of these ones, so we'll send this other army to the same place. I think that represents all of our troops gathered together. Yes, okay. We'll merge these armies also. I think we are still unable to hire our Holy Order, unfortunately. But we'll continue to keep an eye on that because I would like to have it if at all possible. Let's unpause and let these armies get together. Okay, we have another 5,000 over here. This 10,000 from Banu Taglib, these guys, whose lands they're in, are apparently not moving anywhere, which is fine, we'll just ignore them. This chief is no longer the guardian of my daughter, okay. He was imprisoned, I think. We'll have her educated by somebody else. And some random satrap. Sure, you can go learn to be an impaler from this satrap, why not? Okay, so I'd like to keep an eye on these armies. Try to fight the smaller one in favorable terrain somewhere, if I can. Ut has been converted to the Church of Zun faith. Good. And this army has attacked a army from one of my vassals, I think, in the mountains there, which is fine. Hopefully they lose some men in the process. This army is headed in there as well. Well, we definitely don't want to attack them in the mountains. I think it might be in our best interests to try to end a couple of these wars as quickly as possible. Just to reduce the number of enemies we have. So I suppose it's just as likely that once we see somebody out that they join as an ally in a different war, since they can do that. And we can hire the Holy Order now, so let's do it. We have plenty of money, we can support them for a pretty long time. Essentially, long enough that we can win, or at least finish these wars anyway. This Prince of the Seljuk Empire has inherited a county, okay. Sure if that is relevant to us. Right, well, we have this whole army together. We can consider going to attack this army, but unfortunately it's in a mountainous province and headed into another mountainous province. This province is plain, so if we're going to attack anybody, it's going to be this army here. And I think even if this one reinforces, this should be a pretty favorable battle for us, and we should be able to take out a good number of troops easily enough there. So I think we'll do that. Here we have good people in charge. Right, so we're going to be there on the 23rd. And of course he's going to retreat, and we're not going to catch him. Okay. So, let's let's try this guy in charge and see if that changes things. We're going to be there on the 22nd. They are going to get out on the 17th, but they're headed to a different province now. So we could try to pursue them there and attack them in plains, but across a river. Well, we would at least know that this army is unlikely to reinforce them. So I think that's still acceptable if we can catch them there. Now you and you are headed into the mountains here, so we're giving up our defensive position. I think that's probably okay though. I think it's about time we started moving our armies into here and taking some war goals. Also want to make sure that we know where our Holy Order is going so they don't run into a bad situation. They're a good distance away for the moment though. So they're headed into Basra now, which is basically the same situation, so if we have to catch them in there instead, we'll hopefully be able to do that. So we're not catching them in Kufa. Let's head to Basra and see what happens. They changed their mind, now we'll see if we can catch them here. Of course we have 6,000 there now instead of 4,000. But we are going to catch them. Okay, I think we take that battle. This army is still stationary up there. And we lost a satrap here. Bedridden and infirm. We need to appoint a new spy master. I think this seductive mare will be a good choice. And this battle is going pretty well. Okay, so that gave us some war score in one of our wars at least. We'll follow it back to Khuzestan here. And presumably catch it? Yes. Okay, didn't actually wipe it out, but killed most of them. And now, do we want to attack this 2,000 in the mountains? I think, despite the mountains, we have a good enough ratio that that battle will go just fine. So I think we will take that. Let's send our Holy Order up here. I think they'll be safe enough going that way. Okay, we lost some men to a siege event there. Headed down to Shiraz. It's fine. I have a daughter who needs educating. We will just give to a satrap. Oh, that was marriage, not education. This guy will do fine. Oh, and apparently an army from one of my vassals has attacked into here. I think that's fine. I think we'll just follow. We won't get war score for the battle, but we'll make sure that we win and it'll be even more favorable for us now. Okay, we got some prisoners. We won the siege. There are a lot more holdings to siege here. The next one is also a castle, so it's going to take a long time. I think we'll stay and do that, though. And I think we'll attack this 4,000 in the mountains as well. We'll be able to beat them without taking too many losses. We had another satrap die. Depression. So the new guy is happy enough with me. We won that battle, captured a mayor, and that guy. I think we'll follow... Actually, they're headed to 2 different places, so we'll follow the larger part of the army up here. I think that's where we ordered our holy order to go, so we'll then continue on up to here. Probably just do some sieges, since we've killed most of the larger armies in the area. Apart from this one, which doesn't seem to be doing anything, and this one, which I think we'll just ignore for the moment. They're in the desert, so maybe we'll just use this 13k army to go and attack them. A new satrap over in Lahore as well, who's happy enough with me also. I think we will go up there and attack them. Alright, so we're up to positive war score in a couple of these, thanks to battles, I suppose. We're getting a negative war score in all but one from having not sieged our war goals, I think. That's why we need to get onto that as soon as possible. We're going to be there on the 7th of January, they are going to get out. We do still have our organizer in charge over here. So, nothing really we can do to improve that, we may as well just stay here then. I guess we can chase them long enough for them to lose the siege progress and then change our mind. And we'll be happy enough with that. Alright, so we have about 2,500 here, another 1,000 or so in little armies. And this 10,000 parked in the mountains is going to be kind of a problem, maybe. I think our best way to deal with those might be to try to lure them into attacking one of our armies, if we can. Put about 5,000 or 6,000 in the mountains here, for example, see if that tempts them to move. Our reward, the satrap here, asks, why did you let off that peasant accused from poaching? We'll make him kind or just. And he's kind. So at 30 gold lost per month, we can definitely afford to keep these Holy Order troops around for a very long time. Which is okay, and our enemies are just wasting more troops attacking these vassal armies. Which is fine by me. And this army is up to 11,500. Almost 12,000. Getting a little worryingly large. Okay, we were attacked by a tiny army there for some reason. And I think we just probably let this army siege us and concentrate only on sieging war goals for a little while here. If I can even remember where my war goals are. Tamim Emirate. Okay, so we're gonna have to get over here at some point. In this one we are going for this area? Yeah, here, okay. And this is here, okay. Well, we just generally siege this whole area, I guess. And hopefully do it quickly enough that we don't lose any of these wars. We will keep an eye on the lowest war score ones just in case we have to go and get some emergency war score in those. Actually, let's check out which exact land we would need for these. So that's that one over there, and the other one against Caliph here is over Tabaristan. This one, I guess? Okay. We can advance in that direction. So we lost a siege down there. That's fine. Fortunately, all of these provinces have so many holdings in them. It'll take a long way to siege our way through them all. And we lost one up here. We're just gonna let happen for the moment, I guess. And we're taking many prisoners. Apparently won a battle. This satrap is no longer guardian of my daughter because he died in an accident. Oh, okay. I guess she's gonna have to get somebody else to teach her to be an impaler. She doesn't have to be an impaler. I suppose any of these satraps will do just fine. Okay, so we're working on a city here that should siege relatively quickly. Same here. Organa has been converted to the Church of Zun faith. Good. How are we doing? This county down here is still resisting conversion. And actually over here we've almost converted all the land as well. This army's up to 12,000. Fortunately, all the land, actually not all the land, but a lot of the land we're going to want to be sieging around here is mountains. So as long as we keep our armies together, we should be safe enough from this 12k. Ooh, and we've been attacked here in the mountains by a much smaller army, so this is actually completely fine. Okay. Seems like a weird decision. Oh, we captured this guy as well. Okay. Sounds good. Please keep doing that. Another county converted. Alright, well, we're out of time for now, so we'll have to continue all these holy wars in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.